Hello, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another episode of my FM21 save with Puskas. We are here for the penultimate and the last league game of the season. First at home versus Honved in 11th and second versus Ferencváros. You can see right here the matches that we played in between after this cup game against Ferencváros, which we got knocked out of. We then drew to Újpest, we beat Debrecen, lost to Fehérvár after leading 2-0, really disappointing result that. We then beat Vasas 4-0, beat Budafok 1-0, lost to Mezoku Vesdi 3-0. We then beat Diószgyőr 3-0 and drew to MTK 1-0, so I have some good news and I have some bad news. I think you're expecting both of those already. The good news is that we have qualified for the Europa League 2 in Season 4. For the first time ever in this save, we're going to get some European football. Is that right? Or did we get some? No, we had some in the first season. One match. We had one match in the first season of European football. But we're going to get some more next season. The bad news is we can't finish in first anymore. The only places we can finish in are second and third, and pretty much the only difference between those two places is about 70,000 euros. So I'm hoping, of course, we can finish in second, but if we want to do that, we have to win today's game against Honved. Fehérvár, on the other hand, are playing Vasas and Diószgyőr, and after that have a cup final against Ferencváros. So, yeah. Let's just get straight into it. They should beat Vasas, but Diószgyőr is a tough one. And then they need to rest players for that cup game. So we'll have to wait and see how they get on in their final two games. We can only focus on ourselves. So let's try to beat Honved here today. And then, of course, after we have to go away from home to Ferencváros, which is going to be very tough indeed. But before we get there, this is going to be the lineup for this game. We have Demjan in goal, Kushnir, Komaromi, Otikba and Hangia, Xonka, Gazdag, Gruber, Costa, Kiss and Fülöp. You know what, let's put Kata in instead of Gazdag. Gazdag is more of an attacking player and Kata is more of a defensive player. So let's put the first 11 like this. Let's get straight into the game and let's hope that we can pick up the 3 points in this game at least. And then we'll take it to the last game against Ferencváros, who are, of course, not only do they maybe have to rest players for their cup final, they also are already secured of being champions, so they have nothing to play for anymore, so maybe they'll rotate anyway. But first, let's pick up the 3 points against Honved here today at home. Should be doable. They are in 11th, so they're second to last in the league, and we are second from the top. And Fülöp here with the first big chance, but he can't finish it, sadly. And Honved now maybe going for the counter. But the difference between second and third is only 70,000 euros. But when you're in debt like we are, every euro counts, every cent counts. So I'm hoping that we can finish above Fehérvár and we just can get the win here against Honved, because that would mean so much in the financial aspect of things. And maybe then we don't have to sell players anymore when the board accepts the offers just because we need the money. I mean, we would still be in debt if we finish either second or third. That doesn't really matter, but as I said, every euro counts. So we want to finish as high up as possible. Costa here with the opening goal of the match. 10 minutes in and Mark Costa makes it 1-0 to Puskas. And we have the lead. And Fehérvár are still drawing with Vasas, so that's both very positive. Let's hope both games stay this way, or at least the overall outcome stays like this. I mean, I wouldn't be very angry if we were to score a couple of more goals, but let's hope that we win and Fehérvár don't. Then the last game is not that important anymore, I believe, depending on what results we got against Fehérvár. Fülöp now with the second, and that's his 33rd goal of the season, which means that he is about to break. If he scores one more goal, he breaks Antonio Manche's record of the first season with most goals scored in one season. So let's hope he does that today, because I don't see him scoring against Ferencváros. Maybe he does, who knows, but just to be sure, let's hope he scores here today and breaks that record, as Thomas Kiss almost does it before Fülöp can. And also, Philip is now on 25 league goals for the season as well. The record for that is 27, so he would need to score 3 more to get that one. That's probably going to be a little bit too tough, but you never know. Maybe he's going to score 3 more goals in this game. You don't know. I mean, he could. He has done it before. He scored 5 goals in one game before, so maybe he's got one of those games today. Didn't happen in the first half. Well, he scored 1, but he still needs 3 more goals if he wants to break that record. So it would be good for him if he were to score at least 1 or 2 of those in this game already. So he would need only 1 in that last game against Ferencváros. Feyenoord, by the way, are still drawing against Vasas, who are in 12th. So that's not a very good result for them. It is good for us because that means that we are 3 points above them. And that might secure our second place in the league. Again, depending on what results we got against them. I believe they just beat us 3-2. I believe we drew once with them. And I believe we won that first match also 3-2. So I'm not sure if that's correct, but we'll check that after this game. And then we'll see how important that last match against Ferencváros is. Kushnir now with the ball on the right side. Philip! Should have been a goal. Should have definitely been a goal. Sadly, the keeper saved it. And Hangia now with a corner kick. Doesn't lead to anything. Nope, it doesn't. Sonka does still have the ball though. Maybe I spoke too soon. Kushnir. Again, the ball does land at a teammate. Kiss plays it back to Sonka. Kushnir. And that's actually all. It was so close to being a goal. After I had already said that it wasn't going to lead to anything. But yeah, it almost actually did lead to a goal in the end. Sadly, the keeper pulled out an amazing save. Gruber now with the ball on the edge of the box loses it. Luckily, we get it straight back from them. Only 5 minutes to go actually. Time has gone by so quickly. And Philip now with his second goal, his 34th of the season. So he's broken one record and he's on his way to break the other one as well. Only needs 2 more goals to do that. Otherwise, it will stay in the hands, or the feet, I should say, of Antonio Manche. And there's the final whistle for the first game of the episode. I've completely forgotten to make substitutions. But sometimes you just have those days. The important thing is that we did pick up the 3 points. And Feyenoord actually didn't in the end. They kept it at a 0-0. So we're about to see how our results were against them earlier in the season. And also that means that we're about to see if we need anything from that last match against Ferencváros. Let's see what it says right here. We could still finish in third as well. So let's see. Feyenoord, we drew, well, 1-1. We lost this one 3-2 away from home. So we did get 2 away goals there. 1-1. And where's the other game in the league, of course? We beat them 5-3, alright, so they should not be able to overtake us anymore, if I'm correct. Let's check the rules. Oh, it's not. It actually sorted by games won, alright. And we have one game won more than them. After that, it is goal difference, and their goal difference is better than ours. So we need 1 more point, actually, otherwise they would overtake us. So it's going to be a very difficult final game against Ferencváros, and it is going to be important as well. That is, of course, if Feyenoord do beat Diosgyör away from home. But I'll see you guys for that final game in just a second. And here we are for the second game. The game against Ferencváros, and the starting 11 is going to be as follows. Demjan, Kushnir, Komaromi, Nikolic back in the squad. Hangia, Xonka and Major. Gruber, Kosta, Kids, and Philip to round up the team. Kurbu is injured for 2 more days, so he's not going to play today. Shanto is tired, Otigba is tired, Bukta is tired. So, actually, ever since around February, March time, everybody started to get tired. We had a load of injuries. That is also part of the reason why we haven't won as much games as we did in the start of the season. Last season, I don't know what the excuse would have been there because we didn't have any fixture congestion last season. Apparently, my players didn't get injured as much last season as they do this season. Don't know why, but it's just the way things go sometimes. But we have started the game and it's still 0-0 after 7 minutes. Hanved are already drawing 1-1 with Kaposvar. we're playing Ferencváros, Feyenoord are playing Diószegyer. You can see the league table on the right hand side of your screen. Let's hope that we can stay in second place, and that would mean that either we pick up at least 1 point or Feyenoord at least don't win. Either one of those two things happen, then we're good for second place. But if Feyenoord win and we lose, then Feyenoord do overtake us in the league and we drop down to third, which would still not be a bad position to be in at the end of the season. But as Ferencváros take the lead here, Mirto Uzuni, third place would still not be a bad position to finish in, but considering the fact that we were close to the top spot for a pretty good while in this season, to end it in third place would be disappointing. On the other side, we are predicted to finish in third, and Feyenoord, of course, are a very good team, so it wouldn't be a shame if they were to overtake us in the end. But let's hope it doesn't come to that. Let's hope that either Diószegyer can keep Feyenoord to a draw or even win against them, or that we can score the equalizer here in the second half. As it is right now, we would be in second because Feyenoord are not winning yet. But as soon as they score 1 goal, they do overtake us. So it's a very dangerous position we're in right now, as Ferencváros do have the ball, looking for a second goal here. Uzuni, the goal scorer, plays in another striker, Ludovic Reis, but a good save by Demjan leads to a corner kick. Uzuni again takes it, another save by Demjan. So still 1-0 to Ferencváros and still 0-0 in the other game. Only 15 minutes to go, but remember last season the heartbreak in the final 5 minutes where Diószegyer overtook us into 4th place and we didn't make it into the Europa League 2. It could just happen the same right now. The difference is that we would drop down to 3rd and still have European football. But it looks like Feyenoord have gone on to draw against Diószegyer. Let's see if we simulate one screen further than this. By the way, what a extremely boring match that was. Nothing happened, and Feyenoord did indeed draw. So we finish in 2nd place, 12 points behind Ferencváros, but still we finish in 2nd place, our highest ever finish, higher than what the board expected. They expected us to finish in 4th, and higher than what the season preview said, that we were expected to finish in 3rd, looking at the season preview. So I'm very happy indeed with this finish. As you saw right there in the email, we received 394,000 euros for finishing in 2nd place. And the most important thing, we make it into the Europa League 2nd knockout round. And we have an achievement unlocked. I think that's for Goal of the Season. It is the Goal of the Season award. Let's look at the end of the season review as well here. This is an extremely long name. Puskas Ferenc Darugo Academia. Let's just call them Puskas. Let's see at the biggest transfers. Firstly, Komaromi, of course, gets an A+ by the board. Alright, so that's very positive, mainly due to both the transfer fee and his wage representing great value for money. We are concerned about the potential extra values of 1 million. Alright, but they are very, very happy with him. Let's look at Gazdag as well, gets a C. Berkey gets an F. His transfer fee doesn't represent a good deal for the club. Alright, well, that's your opinion. Just wait until he grows into his potential, right? But of course, they don't see that right now. Let's see if we have any other big signings that we made over the last season. I actually don't think we did. I think we only signed... Look at all these youth players, by the way. Absolutely insane. I'm very happy with all of those transfers as well, but I'm looking for more first team transfers, but we haven't made any. So it's just those 2 or 3. Berkey is not really a first teamer, but he does play there sometimes. Let's look at the next screen. This season's result, a C+ in the league, and in the cup a C as well. I think this is the first time, I'm pretty sure this is the first time ever where we have actually reached all of our board's expectations, so very happy with that. Biggest win, of course, the 11-0 against Dumsted. Match to remember, the 5-3 win against Feyenoord. which also in the end proved to be a very important match, deciding the second and third place and the goal of the season. Shanto in the 89th minute against Budafok gave us the winner. So very good all in all. Let's see, shirt sales, 748 shirts sold. I think that's about 140 more than we did last season. I'm not too sure anymore. Philip, of course, with the highest selling shirt. Korbu, Sonka, Shento, and Hankia. We get less sponsorship, but only by 10,000. More broadcast revenue, more corporate and hospitality revenue, more competition prize money, and a little bit more matchday commercial and retail as well. So let's get to the next screen, which is our main lineup. Demjan, of course, Kushnir, Nikolic, Komaromi, Hangia, Major, Xonka, Shento, Costa, Korbu, Philip. So that last game we didn't even play our full strength side because Shento wasn't in there and Korbu wasn't in there either. And this next screen is what I'm looking forward to. The record breakers. We didn't receive any awards, but the record breakers. Philip with the most overall goals by a player in a season with 34, breaking the old record of 33. Most clean sheets, Demjan with a new record of 17. Most league goals by a player of all time, Philip is on 48 right now. The old record was 42 and he's only going to build on that for the coming seasons. The highest transfer fee paid was for Komaromi with 2 million euros, and the highest transfer fee received, that 1 million, that could lead to 1.3 for Marton Radic. So that is the season review. A record high final league position of second. The highest was third, which we received in the season before we took over. So we got a new record. So very, very happy with that. Here you can see it sorted by league position actually, which is pretty cool. If you ask me, I really do like this. And the overall best 11 squad, new players in there, 3 players, Nikolic and Kiss and Kushnir as well. Nikolic made it into the starting squad. Kushnir didn't, and Kiss didn't either, but they are on the bench. Season review. Struggled to find their best form at times, but were otherwise able to enjoy a campaign which saw them produce a highly respectable finish. Definitely did. So that is going to be it for this episode and for this season as well. Next season, there we are, the goal of the season, Rego Shanto against Budafok. Next season, the first season that we actually, the second season that we reached European football, but the first season where we actually reached it ourselves, as Philip gets the top goal scorer award as well, and Nikolic finishes in second of player of the year, Komaromi the best rookie, and let's see, do we get anything? We are third in the manager of the year. Alright, not too bad. Don't know why the Mezogoveshdi manager is there in second. But all in all, as I said, a very good season. Here are the expectations for next year. It's the same. Qualify for the Europa League 2 in the league, and in the Europa League 2 reach the 4th qualifying round. So we need to get through 2 rounds to make the board happy next season in Europe. So that is going to be it for this season. Next episode, of course, is going to be, first of all the transfers and all the preseason stuff. And it's going to be the first 2 games in the Europa League 2. So that is going to be the double livecom of the second qualifying round. So that is really something to look forward to. For now, thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys for the next very exciting season very soon. Bye bye.